Welcome back. The NBA trade deadline was completely insane this year. So let's dive right into it. We will be looking at the winners and losers of the NBA trade deadline this year. So let's start off with the blockbuster deal. So in this deal, the Brooklyn Nets receive James Harden and Paul Millsap, and Brooklyn gets Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 future first-round picks. Now, I think the Nets fleeced the Sixers because the Brooklyn Nets have just gotten 3 valuable role players and an all-star, while the Philadelphia 76ers just get James Harden. Now, if we can see James Harden in his peak form like he was in Houston and not slugging around like he was in Brooklyn, then the Sixers might have won this trade. But for now, I think the Brooklyn Nets have won this deal. Then we have to discuss Kristaps Porzingis getting traded to the Wizards. Now, I think this was a bad move by the Mavericks because all they got in return was Spencer Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans. Davis Bertans is one of the worst contracts in the NBA at the moment. He's not shooting well from the field or the 3-point or from 3, and neither is Spencer Dinwiddie. So I don't understand why the Mavericks would want these 2 guys. And I think this is a minor W for the Wizards. They get former All-Star Kristaps Porzingis. He'll get a chance there because it looks like the Wizards are on a fire sale. So if Kristaps Porzingis can prove his worth, he might be able to get himself a new contract and reshape how the league looks at him these days. Then we have the Charlotte Hornets picking up Montrezl Harrell. Now, I'm a Hornets fan, and the Washington Wizards look like they're selling assets, but I think the Wizards lost the deal, obviously, because they gave up Montrezl Harrell for 2 scraps and a 2nd-round pick. And I think this is a huge W for the Hornets. Montrezl Harrell isn't the biggest center, but I think he solves some of our center problems that we've had for the past year-ish. The next deal we will be discussing is the 14 deal that lands Marvin Bagley in Detroit, Dante DiVincenzo in Sacramento, Serge Ibaka in Milwaukee, and Josh Jackson and Corey Joseph on the Clippers. Now, I think the Pistons here, they're taking a flyer on Bagley, see if he's good. He could be trash, but at the same time, he could be a future superstar or an all-star at best. So, I think the Pistons did the right thing here. It's not going to cost them anything. He's an expiring contract. If it doesn't work out, they can renounce his rights and free up some money. But overall, that's a good from the Pistons. Then we have the Bucks side of things. I think the Bucks made the right decision. They needed a center since Brook Lopez is out. I don't think, and by the way they're going, I don't think the Bucks will get Brook Lopez back in time. So that's a W from the Bucks. Then we have the Sacramento side of things. Now, Dante DiVincenzo was actually traded to the Kings, and then it got revoked. So I think this is a great fit. As we can see, the Kings are looking to contend or make the 10th seed, and I think that's a really good direction for them because, they've sucked for a long time. Maybe Tyrese Halliburton wasn't the best move. I mean, Sabonis can really shake things up for Sacramento here. So I think Sacramento, that's a good deal after the Sabonis deal. After that, we have the Suns reacquiring Torrey Craig. He's familiar with the system. Not much to say about this one. The Pacers get Jalen Smith. That's a good deal for them. I think if they can get something out of him, he plays well, maybe extend him to a smaller deal, see what he's about. If he succeeds, great. If he doesn't, oh well. So that's a good trade. Next we have the Celtics adding Derek White. Now Derek White is a very good two guard. He plays defense and he shoots the ball. And the Spurs getting Josh Richardson. Josh Richardson wasn't really playing all too well, but he started to pick it up near the trade deadline, and he ends up getting himself traded. So there's that. I'll give that a B+ on the Celtics side and a B+ overall. So then we have the Raptors getting Thad Young. Thad Young, I guess they needed a backup center because the Raptors didn't have many rotational players, and playing your starters 40 minutes a game in the playoffs isn't sustainable. And once you run into a Giannis or an Embiid, they're going to be too tired and you won't have enough big man defenders. So I think the Raptors adding Thaddeus Young was a very nice move. And from the Spurs side of things, I don't understand it. I mean, they do get a first round pick, but why trade for Goran Dragic? Just to buy him out, and that's extra salary cap. So that's an L in my opinion. So there you have it, folks. That was the NBA trade deadline. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.